Hello and welcome to helpyourmath.com. In this last video on financial investments, we're going to go into even more detail about stocks. And before we get started, please make sure that you have a calculator handy because there is a lot of calculations in this particular topic. The people who go in and buy and sell stocks are called stockbrokers. They require a fee for their services, and this is a typical structure. So these are actual brokerage firms that I Googled, and you can see that there's three different ways to have assistance. So there's the automated online, there's automated by phone, and there's broker assisted. With the automated online, all three companies that I went to had no charge for it, but I know that there's fees hidden in there anyway, somewhere. But I figured that by the time you actually saw this video, this would be outdated information, so I didn't want to go and down some rabbit hole too much to see where those fees are, but I'm sure they're there somewhere. But this is what I found when I did my due diligence here. Okay, also, in addition to the broker's fees, the Securities and Exchanges Commission, the SEC, supports itself by charging the exchanges based on the volume of transactions. This is called the SEC fee, and it applies only to sales. It applies to sales. As of February 2020, the SEC charges $22.10 per $1 million of sales, always rounded up to the next penny. So the way that you could calculate the SEC fee for some sale is by taking $22.10, dividing it by a million, and then multiplying the selling price that your particular stock is selling for. Usually it's a pretty nominal fee, right? It's not going to be that much. It's only $22 per $1 million. And man, if you're selling $1 million at a time, that's cool, but also probably not very many of us are doing that. Okay, so we're going to find the total cost, including expenses, for a broker-assisted purchase of 765 shares of Pivotal stock at $4.95 per share if you purchase through Firm A. So we're Firm A and we're broker assisted. So we're talking about a $25 fee here. So the cost is going to be the number of shares, 765, times the cost per share, $4.95. And we are buying, so we're going to add 25 onto this. And there's no SEC fee for when we purchase. So this would be our expense. And when we multiply this through and add the 25, we end up with $3,811.75. So that's how much you would have to pay in order to make that particular purchase. How would the broker's fee compare to completing the purchase through an automated transaction? Well, for Firm A, you can spend $25 with a broker assisted, so that's them holding your hand, giving you their best advice. Or for about half the price, a little more than half the price, $12.95, you could have an automated by the phone, or if you did it online and it was automated, it would be free. So they're saying that it's free when you do it by yourself online. They're going to charge a fee for the phone, for the maintenance of the phone and whatnot, and then to actually have somebody going in and helping you is $25. So it's up to you if you think that $25 is worth it, if they're going to give you better advice than what you might come up with on your own, or if you think it doesn't matter, then you might as well just go with one of the cheaper options. Okay, compare the amount received by Jane if she sells and she uses, so wait, she's selling. Okay, so we need to be aware here, we have the SEC fee. Okay, she uses, so we're going to compare a broker and an automated telephone sale, both from Firm B. So we're looking at this, and she's going to be selling 1,200 shares of Yahoo at $44.34 per share. Now, when we looked at our last example, this was a purchase. So this is how much you owe, then you also owe the broker. In this example, we're looking at a sale. So you get a certain amount of money, but then you have to deduct from that the fees associated with it. So it's a little bit different than what we did in the first example. Okay, so if we start with the broker assisted, which I'll call BA, the broker assisted, well actually in either case we can figure out first the amount that she'll receive, and then we can figure out all the deductions from there. So she's selling 1,200 shares at $44.34. And so when we multiply that through, we end up with $53,208. Okay, so now we need to figure out the SEC fee, which is going to be the same for both of these. The SEC fee, we're going to take $22.10 divided by a million and multiply by 53,208. And when you do this and you round up to the nearest penny, we get 1.18. So again, not that much. They don't take that much. It's just there's so many sales that happen that those little dollars add up. Okay, so for our broker assisted, we know that the initial amount of the sale is $53,208. We subtract the broker's fee, the SEC fee, and we subtract the broker's fee of $32.95. And when we do this, we end up, or Jane will end up with $53,173.87. So this is if she goes with the broker. Okay, but what about if she does the automated by phone? If she does the automated by phone, I'm going to come up here. We'll say AP, automated by phone. She's still going to have the $53,208. She's still going to have to take away that SEC fee. That doesn't go away. And this time, she needs to subtract $12.95, the cost of using the automated by phone. And this will end up with $53,193.87. Not bad. Not bad at all. Go Jane. So that would be for the automated by phone. Okay, in another example, we want to find the amount received by Greg if he uses an automated sale telephone through firm C right here. And what is he doing? He is selling 3,200 shares of Tapestry at $39.65. So we have a few things taken into account. First, let's just see what the grand total original check cutting will be. We multiply this through, we end up with $126,880. Not bad. Next, we can figure out the SEC fee. So the SEC fee, this is going to be $22.10 divided by 1 million times 126,880. And the SEC fee for this transaction will be $2.81. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is figure out the total that Greg will receive. So it's going to be the total sales minus the SEC fee minus the fee for using the automated by phone. And that's going to be a grand total of $126,872.19. Okay, we're going to, come back to this in just a second. So ignoring any broker's fees, we're going to take a break from the broker's fees. We're going to just find the basic cost, the cost for 600 shares of FedEx at the day's closing price on the previous table. So we're looking for the cost, 600 shares. There's FedEx, there's the closing price. So it's going to be $264.56. And we're multiplying this by 600 shares. And so the cost for 600 shares of FedEx on this particular day would be $158,736. Woo, that is expensive. And then if there's any fees, you would have to, of course, add those on, right? This is a cost. This is what you're purchasing, so you would add any fees onto it. Okay? At this point, you should pause the video and try this one on your own and see how you do. We want to find the purchase price of Google at, $553.68 per share for 80 shares using a broker-assisted transaction from firm A. So here's broker-assisted. First, let's just figure out the cost just of this alone, and then we'll talk about the broker-assisted in just a second. So this would end up being $44,294.40. That's what the cost would be, but then now we're purchasing, so we add on the broker assisted, right? It matters what type of transaction we're doing, whether we add or subtract. Since this is a purchase, we also need to tack on the $25 fee, and our final price will be $44,319.40 for these 80 shares of Google. All right, and our last and final example, find the amount received by Nora if she sells 650 Apple shares at $130.56 per share in a broker assisted from firm C. So here's firm C. Deduct expenses described in the text, such as the SEC fee. So she is selling, right? So she's selling, so we do have to deal with the SEC fee. Selling, deal with the SEC. Buying, don't worry about it. And the broker assisted. So the first thing we need to figure out is how much she's going to get initially. That would be 650, the number of shares, times the cost per share. This is going to be a pretty penny, isn't it? She's going to get $84,864. Not bad. Okay, then the SEC fee. would be 22.10 divided by 1 million times that amount that she's going to receive. And the SEC fee is going to be 1.88. It doesn't matter what was behind that 7, it gets bumped up to the next cent. Always, always, always. Okay, then we also have the $25 fee. So it's going to be the amount that she would receive minus the SEC fee minus the broker fee, giving her a grand total of $84,837.12. These have been examples of kind of figuring out purchasing and selling of shares of stock. Thank you for stopping.